Play it faster this time. Mic is clipping kind of hard, meaning as in I am like white noise. Is that what you mean? Mic is way too loud? Oh, it's too loud. Okay. You know what the problem is? Is that I'm excited. Let me turn it down a little bit. Is this better? Okay, so first thing he did was mess up all my creeps. Did 2 damage to everybody, lowered their damage by 2 for the end till the end of the round. And now it is my turn. This deck has a lot of stuff that you can play, basically. Could deal 8 more damage to his tower. Burning Oil would be placed in a lane where I think I'm going to take damage. This lane, I'm taking damage. I could technically kill this creep right away, but usually you want to put this in a lane where you think that you're losing it rapidly. I want to save this for a Centaur probably, so that he can survive through 2 rounds of Bristle. Most likely. So I think I'm going to retaliate. Maybe I should retaliate over here, though. Don't really feel like this lane's going to go great, and I don't really want to put heroes in front of an Ursa, so... I could also just save the card, which I think is probably better to do, actually. I'll just pass. Because the way these cards work is you get bonuses when you play a card under 2. So I could wait to play this, basically, because I'm not getting benefit here anyways, and that's really where I want to play it. See, there I passed. He played a card, and I chose to pass again. I could have played a card there. That could have been like a Jabate or whatever. So what I could do is... I could play Heroic Resolve on Sven here, and then still put Burning Oil on the left lane if I wanted. But I'm not going to do that, probably. What I'd actually maybe like to do... It's kind of dangerous. I'm going to lose 2 damage attacking him is one of the downsides. Because it's going to take me 2 rounds to kill him. And I could do Double Edge, so that he just dies, but I would also take 8 bonus damage. Which 8 plus 4 would be a lot. I would be dead. Not if I did Heroic Resolve, though. But that would mean that winning the Centaur lane's not as good. I can get more damage later. I'm not too worried, I guess. Thank you. How soon after 7.2 is announced will I do the patch note stream? Basically, I have nothing else to do on Monday other than the patch note stream. So I'm just going to be ready to go, basically. Oh, I forgot about that. I get 1 less damage now, so I'm actually not going to 2-shot him. So that's kind of dangerous. If I don't get the right card, then it's going to cost me. Alright, let's make my Centaur stupid tanky. Do that first, and then let's put a Burning Oil down, like over here. So now I basically get 2 extra health on my Centaur from that, from saving that. Now it looks like I'm going to be able to kill the Bristle in 2 rounds. I got no gold to spend, unfortunately, which means if I don't draw the right card, then my Sven is probably going to die. So where do I want to put the Bristle, or the Beastmaster? I think I'm going to go mid. Because mid lane is a little iffy right now. He does have Retaliate there, like a Burning Oil, but I don't really want to put it over here. I could, I guess. But I would die in 2 rounds. I think I like this better. If I get an arrow to the right, that would be really bad. Alright, that's really bad. So now the Ursa's going to attack my Legion directly. On the bright side, okay. One thing I can do though is I can abuse Double Edge. You can cast this on enemy red heroes as well. So even though he's only taking 2 retaliate damage back, I could cast Double Edge on Ursa. He would deal more damage to my Legion, but I could kill him in that way. It's probably not worth it, I imagine, but I could do that. It would be cool if I was killing this hero already, then I would be able to kill both, basically. But, like, this guy is not going to die unless I double edge him. I could also double edge myself to kill the Magnus. Thinking about what this deck has, he's already played a spell. So if I do this, he won't be able to empower the Ursa, I guess. I don't know, I kind of want to just double edge him and kill him. I feel like that would be more beneficial to just kill him right away. But if I don't double edge my Sven, Viper's going to get another round on me. That part sucks too. Yeah, and that also only lets like I guess I could have this creep kill this guy with a spell. That wouldn't be the worst, even though it sucks. Alright, I think I'm just gonna double edge him and hope he doesn't have a new orders. So I kind of like the idea of him dying right away, because he does so much damage that if I just kill him right now, that's exactly what I was worried about. So I just gave him a free extra 8 damage, kind of. Oh, he still dies. Oh, that is so funny. Because he's still taking 2 retaliate damage like he was a second ago from Moment of Courage. But now he's taking it from the tower instead of from my hero. So he's actually still taking 10 damage. I think this is pretty okay, actually. Because now my Legion lives. And I kill the Ursa. The only downside is I take 15 damage, which is a shitload. But I think this is okay. I think I'm going to live with this. I'm going to pass. He has a choice to do anything in response. I take a shitload of damage. But that's really his big damage dealer. It's basically just Ursa and Bristle. So I think that's okay. And now I need to try to deal with the Viper. I don't really want to play any of these other things, so I think I'm just going to... He's got no items to play. So I'm just going to have this creep, change targets, attack the Viper. Alright, I got lucky. He doesn't have anything that'll save him. This is dangerous because I'm only barely killing him. There's a lot of items or skills that could potentially just keep him alive, basically. Could potentially armor up my Sven, but I don't think I want to. Because I'd prefer to save these until I have a spell that'll buff him more. So, like right now, for example, I could put Kraken on my Centaur, give him more health, give him more benefit. Rather than fight through the pain, I think I'd rather just do a Kraken Shell. It's kind of the same card. It's very similar. One's only for this round and one's permanent, so that's kind of the difference. But this will be more than good enough, because I don't really need the 2. The 2 will be better if I'm taking lots of sources of damage, like against Retaliate kind of stuff. Still very low though, but all of a sudden I have like stupid amounts of gold, because I killed like 3 heroes that round. So, solutions. Armor would be kind of nice for somebody like Centaur. Let's get some boots. There's the Red Mist Maul. I'm cool buying both of these. Armor is usually one of the worst items. Of the basic items, leather armor is probably the worst one. But it's not terrible. And now, because I'm kind of winning all the lanes already, I kind of want to put Tide in a lane that's already going a little messy, personally. So now I feel like I can win that lane. Which is good, because if you have 23 damage taken to a tower, they've spent resources to deal that damage. If you can then save that lane, it's kind of like they've put a lot of effort into something that's still lost anyways. And Tide's more of like a teamfight disruptor, kind of, in Dota 2 and Artifact. In that, once the Ravage comes out, I'm basically going to win that round of lane. So, pretty comfortable with that possible situation. Gotta think about where I want to spend these phase boots. I probably want to put one on Sven. I kind of want to put one on Legion too, because his health is getting a little low. So I'll do that. Ready to lead. I still want to let him kill the Magnus, but I'm just going to let him fight like this. I want to save this for Sven, most likely, so I can increase his damage. By the way, if you guys don't understand what cards are and you want to see what they are, just go to artabuff.com. It's a sister website of DotaBuff, and you can look up all the card databases. So just open it on another tab. I think it's a good idea to do that. That way you can just easily check to see what items do what. I got a little lucky on my arrow. Oh, I guess he was already dying, so it's unlucky actually. I could have done 2 more damage. Alright. It's a good round. Now I'm winning this lane big time. I might be able to win this lane. No promises. First off, you usually want to give your dude health. I don't necessarily want to commit the salve to him just yet. So I'm going to do this. Do phase boots instead. And I'm probably actually going to... I think I'm going to swap his position maybe. This guy's kind of a waste. It's probably worth swapping this out, to be honest. Maybe I should give him the armor. I mean, I guess I could either way. I could do like fight through the pain or something. I want to give him the bonus damage, you know, but I don't think it's like the most valuable thing to do so. If I swap this over, I'll take less damage, which is kind of nice in the long run. But it also means I do slightly less damage, especially to the timber, or the timber. I should really probably save this. This is dangerous. It would be dangerous to use it right now, I think. I'll get it back later, I think. Meaning the I'll get the damage back later when I cast more spells. This is fine. Lane is a little iffy. This one's very likely to be lost when he spawns heroes next round. I've got so much health actually. To be safe, I should probably healing salve him, because if he only has 3 health and a ready hero gets spawned, and if they have initiative and they use a Whirling Death, he would die instantly because he'd take 3 damage. So I think I have to salve him, which is kind of shitty because then I lose initiative. But I don't really want to cast either of these either. I could get 2 more health from it, but it's probably better to wait. Hold the cards in case I need them. And I've got 9 armor. Stonehall Plate's pretty good. I'll buy that. Gives you 1 armor right away, and then you gain an extra armor after combat is completed. If you die during combat, you don't get the bonus armor. So it's usually something you want to put on somebody that's going to live. So I'm probably going to want to put it on like Centaur, most likely. It'll be able to regen his armor basically until it's positive again. My arrow is going to mean creeps hit and Viper. It's going to mean my Tide is going to very quickly do no damage, also a negative.
You're not strong enough.
So, if I duel this guy, I get wrecked, unfortunately. This is pretty bad for Tide. I don't really have any cards that give me bonus damage right now. There's a bunch in this deck, but I don't really have... I could also put this guy here to deal 6, which isn't a bad idea. I would do less damage to the tower, but I would kill the Viper right away, which I think is okay. And I also won't take retaliate damage because the Viper's not attacking me, so I'm only losing 1 damage to do this, but the Viper's dead right away, so I think that's okay. The arrows always stay the same for the card position, so I think this is alright myself. I could also put the plate on Tide, but I think I'd rather put it on the Centaur over here. Yeah, especially against the cleave that's going on. They've got cleave damage, so the cleave is being amplified by 1. Hi, little dog. I hear you pawing me. Could also salve. I think this is probably fine. It wasn't enough damage. I thought it was enough damage. Oh god, no. Oh, I'm stupid. I thought that flipping it over would do it because he was taking 4 damage, but that was because there was a creep there, and I forgot to realize that swapping the hero out would mean 2 less damage, be replaced with 6, which is not enough. So that was actually a big mistake. Because now I basically just lost damage without guaranteeing that the Viper was dead right away. So that was a bad play. It's kind of hard to think of everything sometimes. Sometimes, guys, I'm just bad. Hello, little dog. I hear you. Probably do... Let's do this first. Now, any spell in here gives me 2 health and 2 damage, which is kind of nice. If I spawn this guy, it's probably worth it. He's going to die, but... he'll also reduce the attack of Timber by 1. So, and then I can like... I'll get 3 cleave if I do this, which won't kill this guy if I change the target. But I just don't want to play these other cards too much is the problem. I mean, maybe I should though. Could do 1 more damage. Just doesn't feel worthwhile. Save this guy 2 health, I guess.
I don't fear the hunter's arrow.
I don't know. It's probably okay. Okay. Stonehall Plate, give you some armor. Now if I use new orders to attack the Bristle, he should die. There's no new damage targets. This guy will live because he'll only take 2 damage instead. Oh, this is actually... I'm actually glad I didn't do anything. This is not going to work if I do this. So this gives all heroes in the game. If there's an allied hero for the improvement holder, you get 2 cleave. That means Centaur's also doing 2 cleave right now. So this 8 damage he's currently taking, 2 of it is cleave from Centaur. So if I change the targets, I'm only doing 2 more damage instead of 4 more. So it would have been a mistake to use new orders. If I duel him, I would take 8. He would take 4. Duel would be a way to solve this. I could do duel, but I'm going to have to heal first. Because I'm about to take 8 damage, so I'd be down. I would die to the combat otherwise. So let's do this. It's kind of expensive because I'm basically using both a healing salve and a duel card to guarantee this kill. Just for
invigorated.
Why did he only take 4 damage? Did he not take retaliate or something? Guess you don't with duel. Is that real? Oh no, there it is. I thought it said 8. Maybe it didn't track until right at the end. I'm not sure. Okay, anyways, there's my 1 armor. There's a dead hero. I got some gold. I do not have initiative. I wasted that. See how my arrows turn out over here. I don't get to choose. All my heroes are deployed, so he gets the place. Yeah, Centaur does 6, yeah. So one of the biggest negatives here. One of the biggest negatives here is that this guy has a lot of health. So there's a couple options I could do. I could roar to push them into different lanes, but I don't necessarily want that. I could basically stun this creep, push these 2 guys away, but the problem is I'm just not really winning the lane. I basically need to be able to kill Viper. I feel like I have to do it though because I don't know, this lane just like sucks basically. What I could probably... No, I can't do that either because I need to spawn a creep here first. So I could push these guys into a different lane, but then there's going to be a problem somewhere else. And I could put the Bronze Legionnaire here, which is probably fine. There's a good chance that he has a heal or something, but I think I just do this. I'm going to take more damage from cleave. This is probably a mistake too, because now this guy's taking cleave damage from Ursa, so he's going to lose armor anyway, so that wasn't really that worth it. I'm still going to have to Ravage probably with this. And I maybe need to new orders to attack the Ursa to kill him. Which is also bad, because then I'd be taking also reflect damage, or retaliate damage, which means -2 armor. This just sucks, basically. If I get lucky, Ravage will stun him. Okay, good. So now at least I'm not taking empower damage. Now I could probably justify using new orders, because he would still die. The downside being that he can't play any cards. He played all of his items already, so I'll still lose 1 armor. This guy's still going to lose 1 damage. Life sucks in this lane. My tide does a fat 0. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this around and I'm going to duel the Timber to kill him right away. Does that work? No. Because it'll do duel first, then I'll get the bonuses afterwards. So I probably just accept life and say this is slain. I will kill Timber later. That's bad. So, guess this is my heal. I could duel it, but I would die. I could duel this guy, but it's not going to kill him anyway, so it's not that good. I could roar, but it's a really shitty roar. I'm just going to heal and just be like, I'll kill him later or something. I don't know. It's going pretty shit, I must say. The other time I played this deck, it went a lot better. Let's get another phase boots. This is kind of what I wanted, a Stonehall Pike for bonus damage. Yeah, let's go for one of these. I could heal the Centaur for like 15 health. This game is really fun, honestly. I really, really like this game. I think it's super well designed. It's awesome. Alright, this is starting to look like me roaring some dudes, kind of. Okay, this also kind of solves a lot of problems too. So, normally, what you want to do is play these and get all these damage bonuses.
Stand by me and we will not fail.
Now Viper will die. Yes. And if I really want to be next level... Why do I have so much health? Oh, phase boots. I could heal him. Get a duel off on somebody else. Like this dude, maybe. I'll take 1. This would heal me for 8. And then I would take 7 from 12. So I'd be down to 5. So I'd be 4 HP after this. But it would save my dude to my right. And I would do a bonus 5 damage, which I think is worthwhile. So let's do that. And I'm going to get even more damage. Because Dresden Standards will proc a second time. Usually you don't want to deal units over heroes, but keeping this guy alive is pretty good. Oh, I was scared for a second I didn't do enough damage. It looks like a retaliate damage proc just a little bit after.
Who would dare
Okay.
face me?
In fact, what I could do is swap these two, then I deal 1 more damage to the hero. Downside is then I would never give Tristan to my Tide, so I think it's probably fine like this. It's okay. Everybody dies, Tide will go back down to 0 damage at the end of the round.
Let's see what
But
this
we're winning the
thing
lane.
can really do.
This man's got some cleave, good for him. Positioning is probably fine here because this guy's got 1 armor, so it takes slightly less damage this way. If he doesn't play anything good, the bot. I love Artifact. If you guys like Dota and you like card games at all, I really think that I would recommend buying it personally. I think it's fantastic.
Glad to have
Now I don't want this guy to take 7 damage, so I'm gonna do is swap this with a different creep. Do I want it to be Magnus though? I think I'd rather just keep him over here full HP. So this guy still dies, I lose a creep for it, but I'm dealing tower damage, and I get another round of gaining armor, so I think I lose my board a little bit, but Centaur keeps his health and I don't have to channel potions into him. Thank God. That's really what I've been wanting. Stonehall Cloak, do I even really need that? Yeah, I could use one. I could use a lot of things really. Buy that too, because I probably need it. I'm starting to kind of just control consistently, because every round now I'm getting hero kills and I'm buying items, which makes my hero better. This is going to suck. I'm going to have to roar this guy for sure. Oh, he's going to fuck up my armor. Okay, I just Tide doing -1 damage. Believe it or not, that does not heal you. There we go, there's the cards that I've been waiting for. That's fine, good for you. Okay, so whose damage do I want to increase? I kind of have to roar this guy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to roar this guy. So I think I can justify God Strengthening. I need to Stonehall Pike that lane. So I could do something like this, maybe? Let's do that. And everyone gets +1/+1 too. That's not terrible. He passed for some reason. Should have played a card probably. So I'm just going to stun him because I don't want him to kill my Beastmaster. Then we'll do this.
I'll make use of this.
And this.
No one can evade my blade.
And this. I was kind of hoping he'd spawn over here and attack the Ursa, but 3 damage to this is fine. He'll take 1. And shall I crack in a dude? Let's do it. They're both about to get -1 armor, so that's why I'm considering this. Let's do this. We get bonus damage and health anyways. Oh nice, he actually takes no damage, so he doesn't lose any armor now. That was actually really worth it. If I did it the other way, they both would have still lost 1 armor. It would have been a waste. Okay. Why do I have initiative? What is going on?
Stronger now.
I thought I played cards after he did. Oh, I played Kraken Shell. Kraken Shell gives you initiative. My bad. That's why. And here, I don't really want to roar this, so I'm just going to battle on. Do I expect 7.20 to be a big change of the game? Yeah, I think so. I expect it to be, yeah. What'd you stun me with? Oh, caught unprepared. Okay. Stunned until I equip an item to our Centaur friend.
They face a true champion.
I don't think it's going to cost a stupid amount of money to get all artifact cards, guys. I think it's going to be, it's pretty good. I mean, you pay $20, you get 10 packs, you get 2 pre-constructed decks additionally, and you get 5 tickets. You can use tickets to get more cards. You can buy cards, individual cards on the Steam Marketplace. That means the really common cards are probably going to be stupid cheap, like less than 10 cents a piece. So if you want to get all basic cards or you want to make a deck, it's going to be really easy, I expect. There's no way that you're going to have to pay $4,000 to get all your cards. If you're talking about a game like Hearthstone that's been out for a few years and you can only open packs to get all the cards, yes. Very possibly. But in this game, there's no way. You only need 1 of every rare hero. if you want to play every single card. A lot of rares are usually a bit weird and specific. They're not really like core cards. A lot of core cards are usually uncommons. That's pretty common from what I've seen. He chose to attack directly. What are the lanes I'm winning? I guess I want to win this lane, huh? So if I play red spell, I get 2 damage. No, I get 4 damage. No, 2 damage. Minimum. Let's give this guy some bonus. Good for you. And then, yeah, I'm gonna need some heal over here, probably. I'm only gonna get 3 more damage if I play this. It's probably not worth doing it just for that. So I'll just save it, I guess. I would get... I still got initiative because he played.
Still in it.
That's fine. I should be able to win this lane next round. Is there any... Can you hear the game audio? I mean, I could definitely see some card games costing a stupid amount of money. It's absolutely possible. In some situations.
Much appreciated.
I should have played Sucker Punch, probably. Let's Sucker Punch this guy so he doesn't kill my little dude. Stun him. I'm going to lose 1 damage, but that's okay. Give this guy an armor. Give me more bonus.
I won't be dying anytime soon.
I'll take away less damage. Slightly less damage. Okay. That's a board clear. Oh, this ran my centaur stunned. I forgot about that. No solution. Everyone taking... Let's get some damage. I have initiative again. I don't know why. Oh, I didn't play anything last round. So this lane's basically done, right? I should be able to beat it. Especially if I Ravage. I feel like I can win that lane too. Okay. Usual duration of a game? Probably like 15 to 20 minutes or something like that. Sometimes they can go longer if it's a longer game. Usually, this is pretty long. Usually you don't get up to like 7 mana. It's because the deck I'm playing is a little bit rough. Or should I say bad. Let's duel this guy. 11 minus 2 is 9, so he dies. Now I get bonus damage. Now we're up to 18. And then this will give me 2. This will give me 5 more damage. So actually, I can't kill it even if I equip this, so... I'm just gonna have to wait when I'm around, unfortunately. Maybe I didn't need to give him +4. Possibly a mistake.
I'll claim my trophies yet.
Could do this, kill the green one instead. Take no damage. It's got stupid amount of armor now. Hey! 7, that would give me both. Musket's pretty good, gives you 2 damage, but I think I'm gonna go for the easy. Yeah, I do have a YouTube guide already. For the basics, I haven't explained all the arrow stuff yet in a video, but it's ready on the text guide. But the text guide is not public yet. I have to wait for my website guy to get off an airplane.
Let's give him a fight to remember.
So this would be a place where I don't want to give up initiative, basically. because it doesn't really matter what happens in this lane because I already won it. I just need to win the next round, the next lane. So I'm just going to keep initiative. I'm going to shout at this Viper. It's going to send some creeps out of the way. That's going to mean I do guaranteed damage, and then I can, if this wasn't enough, I could spawn this creep. Could do some Dresden standards.
Ready to fight.
Could swap a hero. This to deal more. Could do this to deal more.
Trespassers will be punished.
I can do this to deal more.
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
So all of a sudden, 30 damage. Okay. Do the games feel less snowbally? I think the game is very good for balancing. Like, snowballing is definitely still valuable. Like, getting board control and stuff is still really valuable, but it's not everything. It doesn't solve all problems because there's 3 lanes, right? Like, there are cards that help you win one lane really hard. They like amplify your creeps damage, or they increase your creeps damage, or stuff like that, or give you more bonus damage to towers. Those ones are really good, but if you can't just like win one lane really, really fast, and it takes a while because when you kill a tower, it doesn't matter how much damage you do to it. As long as it gets to 0, it'll come back with 80 health. You can't just like one-shot a tower and a throne. So you have to wait the next round to hit the throne, and then it usually takes at least 2 hits to kill the throne. So you basically give your opponents like 2 rounds minimum to try to kill both towers on your side of the map. So like, it's not super snowball. It's not like if one of your lanes is like ruined at the start of the game, it's usually because they put a lot of resources there, and that means you can probably win the other 2. And you also can delay in the first lane, for example. So there's so many options, and like, you have to have a hero alive to even cast spells, so you don't have to worry about cards that'll just like wreck the whole board. It's not super common. Can I play these? Oh shit, I can play. Wait, what are these? I'm confused now. Are these the old decks? I think these are the old decks. I don't remember these being here, but they are here. I don't know if they got added. These are the decks from packs, I think. But I'll try a different